Hong Kong protesters, how is it going on the front lines? First rule of being frontline protester: you never identify yourself a frontline protester, even on internet. Edit. This is a serious advice for activists around the world, not just a reference to Fight Club. Please don't underestimate how far a government would go to keep their power, even if you live in a democratic country. Edit 2, and I don't mean up as asking a bad question. I know this is a genuine question about the current situation of HK. I just want to remind those who have been on the front line, not to expose themselves while explaining the situation. Edit 3. No, this comment doesn't say or imply I am a frontline protester. Good morning. Protests have largely stopped because of COVID-19. Some members of the pro-Beijing party are trying to push Article 23 amongst all the paranoia and attention focused on the pandemic. Link here, https://www.scmp.com. Comment opinion Article 3077109. It's no time. Article 23 https://www.scmp.com. Comment opinion Article 3077109. It's no time. Article 23. Aside from that, police resentment still lingers. The people haven't forgotten. There are still blatant incidents of police misconduct taking place against journalists. https://www.scmp.com. News Hong Kong Health Environment Article 3074155 Pepper spray arrests Hong Kong's Typo District. https://www.scmp.com. News Hong Kong Health Environment Article 3074155 Pepper spray arrests Hong Kong's Typo District. https://www.hongkong.com. 202003 2 pictures. Tear gas pepper spray arrests Hong Kong protesters mark 8 months since Yuen Long mob attack. https://www.hongkong.com. 202003 2 pictures. Tear gas pepper spray arrests Hong Kong protesters mark 8 months since Yuen Long mob attack. The double whammy of protests into the coronavirus has hit retailers and businesses especially hard. A drive to the hospital the other day has just rows of shops that have closed down or are close to closing down. I suspect things will pick up again after the epidemic dies down. We know that economic downturns are not good for civil obedience. Our country, from a social perspective, is ducked. No comments actually mentioning the existence of Hong Kong or the protests an hour later. Congratulations Op, you've made the list. Expect the Chinese embassy to be reaching out very soon. This post has been censored by the Chinese government. Though things appear to have quieted down, it only looks that way because of the virus. The movement is still very much alive. Things like this https://li.kg1914390 have been circulating around. Free educative material that protesters can read so that once we can safely, in terms of virus, go back out, then we have a more planned strategy that will help us push forward. Thank you for not forgetting about us. Hong Kong should've tagged it as serious. I have no clue. In semi-relevant news, Sisyphus has once again failed to push his rock all the way up the hill. This post was automatically removed by Tencent. http www.tencent.com. Op, you are now on a list. This question is a little early for Hong Kong. It is currently 8 AM over there. Also from Hong Kong but not really front line. First, we really appreciate you caring enough to ask. We always strive to get as much international attention as possible. There hasn't been much large-scale protests because of the virus. Most people are staying at home. However, police brutality hasn't stopped. On March 8, police went to many people's homes and arrested them, possibly related to the Poly-U siege. Some people reported hearing screams of "help me" that night. The same night, there was a memorial held for Chow Tzu's Lok, and police again treated participants with unnecessary violence and sprayed pepper spray at reporters. Similar things happens on March 21 when people gathered to protest what happened on July 21 last year. Check out Hong Kong to stay up to date. Unfortunately, the pandemic means that large gatherings of protesters are dangerous. Not her. Chinese soldiers dressed as HK police have been ramping up their attacks. Many suicides have been reported, but we all know those were all murders. HK needs some help fast. Winnie just kicked out all foreign reporters. Hopefully Tiananmen Square 2.0 doesn't happen soon. Chinese mainlanders studying in and standing with Hong Kong here. I have never really been a frontline protester, but I have witnessed what frontline is like quite a few times. Especially when the police stormed our campus, Cook, and fired over 2,000 tear gas bombs to the frontline protesters resisting police violence with petrol bombs and bricks. Feel free to ask if you have any questions. Have a lot of stories to share with if you are interested. Not today, CIA. Stay strong. The Chinese government are tyrannical monsters who need to be overthrown. I know the goal for them is to not overthrow the Chinese government, but if they were taken out we wouldn't have this problem in Hong Kong. No word on the fate of the Uyghurs in education facilities right now, either. I just want to say, as a normal citizen in another country, I support your cause and know the majority of the world stands with you, even if we can't get our representatives to stand up with us. Stay safe and stay smart. Godspeed, rebels. The Alliance is standing by. Hong Kong protesters, how is it going on the front lines? Haven't been in Hong Kong to protest in a while, but since half of my family lives there I'll chip in. My grandfather is ill right now, not of corona, other medical issues, so my relatives have been busy visiting him and taking care. Not much rallies since the outbreak, but discussion on China's handling of the pandemic is obviously present, obviously oftentimes very critical, though some concede that whatever the United States is doing is worse. My cousins have been wary with protesting ever since they were arrested being caught up in the university siege, but they've told me that there's always been those minor acts of civil disobedience as of late that resonates with me. Like, putting up posters encouraging workers to unionize and unite and have solidarity with each other, and reminding us of acts of police brutality still take place. To make sure that we won't waver with our demands, no matter how much time passes. This is kind of silly, but a few months ago there was this wall of sticky notes: https://cdn.discordapp.com attachments 468589657398376484372490201908040716340.jpg. You could put whatever message you want on them in protest. Mine was a bit succinct: https://cdn.discordapp.com attachments 468589657398419769720852201908040716280.jpg. I'm pretty sure it's taken down now, but it was fun walking by it for weeks. Hong Kong are here. The amount of protests has dropped since the outbreak of the COVID-19 coronavirus whatsoever to be politically correct, and the police force has engaged in action to arrest protesters who participated protests in the Houston Chinese University protests in November 2019. Although I am not really a frontline protester, more like a messenger who runs along the front line in the back, the tear gases are really dangerous, as its name, make our tears come out, make us choke, damage our lungs. And like real battlefield, if we go the wrong way, we are surely doomed. There are unknown numbers of real frontline protesters since we don't have a commander or leader among us. The police, citizens and us all know that there are some squads, but the number and amount of participants are unknown. Thousands? 10,000s? 100,000s? Millions? Who knows? During the outbreak, We look at the internet and check if there is any country that is affected by the virus, drop down a statistic and leave it as a record. I can't further explain how we are doing this, there are people reading. Surely you may have seen us helping ambulance to get through, marching unitedly. It's not rehearsed but because Hong Kongers are a kind-hearted group of people. You can ask me if you have any concerns. Protests are on pause because of coronavirus. We suspect the government is keeping important information and actual numbers from us. Pro-establishment attempts to push a bill that endangers freedom of speech and press. Police brutality continues. We do not rest until our rightful liberties are returned. Frontliner here. Honestly, we aren't as bad as what the media makes us to be. We are pretty gentle and calm. But it's the police that launch violent assaults and gas grenades into high residential areas, and then we retaliate. We are fighting for our freedom. While that pig Carrie Lam was still the chief executive, she abused her power by suddenly changing laws because of a minor incident. That's bullshit. She's biased towards China and is being exploited by China to change Hong Kong. But we won't allow that. I love Hong Kong as it is now. And if we don't protect its legacy and memories, Hong Kong will fall, and the people won't have a future here. So stand with Hong Kong. Fight for freedom. Liberate Hong Kong revolution of our times. Edit, grammar edit 2. I also wanted to add, I live in Yuen Long, and it was heartbreaking to see my people being bribed by the police to fight us. I've witnessed the bribing firsthand. I saw it happen at Yoho Mall and underneath the MTR station. I'll never forgive the police. Front lines? What is this? The Great War? One thing I don't think it is mentioned enough is that Hong Kong people are building and supporting a yellow economy circle. People of Hong Kong have created many lists that include the shops that supports the movements, and consumers are choosing to purchase in these shops' restaurants. In this economic downturn, these actions will serve as a lifeboat to all sinking ships. We realize this is going to take long, so we are switching the battlefield to everything we do in our daily life.